begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first, some room to spare.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down, Levis. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them, make it look so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
22 Linda.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Jukes one defender. And they make the stop from the 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm.
Hello?
He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Come here.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Levis. Completed to his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 20 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm. And a nice little game on top of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that. Opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And his short game gets him a new set of downs.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Boyd hauls it in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Yes.
Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only 2 yards, and it brings out 2nd down.
Hey, I don't know for sure though. I don't know.
Those types of plays got to be the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Levis. He's got it. And it's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such stone cities. It is why every offense loves to script the first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the
You think I can show you 1-to-1?
On the return,
You think I can show you 1-to-1?
and in the end, he's able to get it.
You think I can show you 1-to-1?
It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Sprout in the air to start us off. Makes the ground. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff is going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
54, make it 54.
Plowing up the middle. He found some running room. Nice gain.
Doesn't net a first down in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Mike zero.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play.
I can't catch a fucking. I cannot catch a fucking break, man. Every fucking time, man. What am I doing? Finger broke, though.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready to go, you can recycle it, save it for later on that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Mike 49.
On the play fake, it's Levis. He rolls to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Mike 49.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Diamond.
Levis now off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speeds so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Levis back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. There is the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back. It'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his own line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Like 13. Hey, let's go. Reload. Let's go.
Here's Levis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm sure coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. The play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. They've got a man in motion. They just get the play off. Brought in right side. He spins right by him.
Oh, hey?
And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Oh.
Break the tie here in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That's up and through for the... Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10. First down, Stroud. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 from the 41.
Why Tony?
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Barlow! What?
First and 10 from the
What the fuck? What did you just out there doing?
How's he doing all that?
What the?
No, you ain't falling up there. He was up there starting, so he doing all that extra shit.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45.
What you get? Somebody make a play.
And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I'll get done. I'll get done and make it. Yes.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass came, has loved the tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he
Man,
goes.
hit that nigga, man.
Double-digit gains.
All this soft ass shit y'all got going on, man. What the fuck? That's the 4th fucking time y'all let this nigga do this. Oh, man. This nigga not even a quarterback to do that type of shit.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hone him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. From the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume he's got to feel like he should be able to hold on for whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you get that feeling. Now, listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zones. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So now, here's third and goal.
Here we go, let's go.
Here's Stroud now. And once again, they can't connect.
Fucking home, fellas.
In phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Let's take a long, sustained drive. Take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal or an extra one. But they do come away with 3.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Hut.
Levis setting to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up some critical play action for later.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
3 down. 4 down, zip. Mike 13. Mike 13.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. If you call something conservative, the last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. No return on that punt. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
All right.
Another try following the sack. Has him on a quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain.
Here, running back
It's
off
a
of
pickup of
fucking
26.
taxi.
And the Texans are going to have a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
All right.
Here's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one.
Man, that shit's so deep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Neat Nico Collins with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Clearly the fucking pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Steals.
Throwing is Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Levis here on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. They'll run now on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. And he gets this forward to the 19. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Reload. Reload. Let's go.
From the red zone now. Looking end zone.
Damn, he's following. Hey, he wants a pause, so that's a good defense.
A lot of your defenders on that field.
He wants a pause.
Defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments in the pocket, but to make
Hey, I seen something.
He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Levis thrown again on 2nd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hold on. Like 90.
Now Levis. That's into the hands of Moore. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
Exactly what I didn't need to have happen. Exactly what I didn't need to happen fucking happened. That's bad fucking management, man. Should have audible out of that shit.
On EA Sports in just a moment.
Damn, I should have audibled out of that shit. I'm looking at the blitz coming too. That was dumb as fuck.
Hey, Mike, stick.
Back for the break. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewer.
And he only fucking told the score out of
From
this.
the beginning of our 2nd half.
Crazy.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away.
God, no trouble, bro.
And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an extended second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right? Love it.
Here's the low back on the handoff. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete into Collins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
All right.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll give them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead. Get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
South.
Another carry for him. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. Gets some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Stroud's rolling here on 1st. Setting up the screen. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Got to be pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling that defense. So that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Here we go. Two J.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Here's pressure, he is dropped by the tackles. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go.
back to throw. Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Brown's kick is up and going. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 5-4! Like 5-4!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one guy has a chance to bring down a running back,
start low.
to do it and keep those plays
Don't
from going any
start.
further.
Levis from the shotgun. Oh, skip off. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's pulled in. That's a pickup of 9. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Shotgun now for Levis. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 30 short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Like 5-4! On! Hand up! Hey, I'm back! I'm back!
From the 47. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st down, Stroud. Hits his running back. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans pick it off and give it on the ensuing drive. So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. They want to run it across. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
My 90!
Levis now off the play fake. Bynes trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all of them run stuffers back in the day. But the D tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D tackle just got it done.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
29 down, 22 reader.
Trying again, following the sack. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant option play. Lets the other guy know they roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Diamond.
Levis back to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
Oh, fuck.
And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Here comes the Titans punting unit. It's away, and not a great kick, angling right toward the sideline. And not a good kick at all. This one's out of bounds early and is spotted short their own 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Right up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Three quarters in the book. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Whoa. Out of the net.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let the hot. All right.
Back to the well again. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Stroud now on 3rd. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at a fourth down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Catch is made down the right sideline. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Wheels! Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita!
Levis now on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got first down from the 31.
Mike Zero! Mike Zero!
Levis throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
22 Linda. 20 Rita. 22 Linda. 22 Linda. Cut hut.
To throw again on second down, Levis. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Christian Harris picks it up.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set, first and 10.
All right.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Hey, south. Hey.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the mid. That's complete. Inside the 35-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 49.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
49, Mike 49.
And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hauled in left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Army! And like 13, like 13.
Here's a give up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, here, back, here. Tracy.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Titans are pointing. We'll wait and see. Oh, they did get it back. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, 24, Linda. Flat 18. Like 49. Soy.
Levis here on 1st down. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
29's down, 22 Rita.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Like 13.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Diamond.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Levis. He lofts one deep, center of the field. They connect on the deep shot. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Here we go.
Throwing is Levis. Chased out. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
20 Rita.
Here's Levis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go Levis. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Juke the defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Titans will get set to take over. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey, mayday. Here we go.
Man in motion here. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Mike 13. Tracy, set up.
Shotgun now for Levis. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hold on, like 90. Hey, 20 24 lineup, tracker 18 green.
After that pick, here's Levis. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop with about 14 seconds to go. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Like 54, like 54.
Levis from the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back